ليكن يومك للشعب ودادا ليكن حبك للأرض مداد.
We don't care about our neighbors. And that is the reason why there is less love, less compassion in the society. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to talk about an integral part of every society. This part of every society, if it's properly kept, there will be security, there will be love, there will be selflessness, and that is our neighbors. Our neighbors are all the people that lives around us, 40 houses to the left, 40 houses to the right, 40 houses in the front, and 40 houses behind. Unfortunately today, we live in a society that is so close, that is so divided, that is so walled. What I mean by walled, that is so cemented from each other. We don't know our neighbors. We are scared of ourselves. We don't know the affairs of our neighbors. We don't care about our neighbors. And that is the reason why there is less love, less compassion in the society. Because if you don't know what is happening to your neighbor and you are unable to provide a helping hand, simple thing. The Prophet ﷺ said something. Consider your neighbor in whatever decision you take. If you are raising your house above the house of your neighbor, you need to inform your neighbor, you need to get his permission to raise your house above his own house, in order not to block the breeze. But what do we do today? Once we go to the physical planning, we get permission from the physical planning. We don't even consider the neighbor that is directly affected by the building. The Prophet ﷺ says that once you cook in your house and the aroma and the flavor of your cookings escape from your kitchen and your neighbor perceives it, your neighbor has a right to eat from that food. These are some of the things that the Prophet ﷺ has taught us to enjoy good neighborliness. In fact, some of the companions of the Prophet will say that the way and manner the Prophet has spoken about our neighbors, it looks as if that by the time we die, our neighbors will have a share of our property, of our inheritance. This was how close and important the neighbors are. You know? And one of the four things that the Prophet ﷺ talked about in living a good life. If you want to live a good life, you need four things. A good spouse, al-murakkabu ani, a good means of transportation, a good house, and good neighbors. So have you been a good neighbor to your neighbor? Have you been generous to them the way Allah has been generous to you? Have you not been taking undue advantage over them? Have you not been so cruel to your neighbors? What have you done to alleviate the suffering of the people around you? Allah said, Inna Allah ya'muru bil adli wal ihsan wa ita'i zil qurba. Whatever Allah has given you, ita'i zil qurba, the share of your neighbor, the share of your family, are included in the blessing that Allah has bestowed on you. So you have to be good to your neighbors. 40 houses into the right, 40 houses into the left, in the front and at the back. Be good to your neighbors so that we can spread love, understanding, and our lives will be secured. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
قدر ما كان من منزل ولكن نحن لولا